Money Moon does here. Let's go over all the games. What is it? Wednesday night. Let's get into it. The first game is the Milwaukee beating the Minnesota Timberwolves. Milwaukee still without Giannis. Who knows what Giannis is doing? It obviously sucks. He's been healthy all season, and now in the playoffs, he's missing all the games. He's missed almost a week and a half. In the meanwhile, Chris Middleton is going to be the first option, and same thing with Jrue Holiday. Those guys are going to be getting a huge usage boost. Bobby Portis is a guy that I want to stream as well. Had a pretty good game here. Bobby Portis especially. 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals, 13 points. Really, really good. Lopez also, in only 23 minutes time, had 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 threes, a triple-2. Really, really great. Lopez is very, very solid, giving you the threes and blocks. You don't find that many guys. Jaren Jackson Jr. is another guy, and maybe Porzingis. In terms of giving you those 2 categories. The blocks is so valuable in category leagues. I think we all know that at this point. Jrue Holiday 3 steals, 15 points, looks okay. Just an easy win for them. Nobody played over 26 minutes. And for the Timberwolves, Cat is dealing with some personal issues. We don't know what it is. The man has suffered enough this season. So Naz Reid started, yeah. That's why you stream Naz Reid. Filled up the stat sheet. Did not have the best scoring night, but played 30 minutes, 9 points, 2 steals, 3 blocks. He can do that. He usually is not a big rebound guy, but grab 15 rebound. Sometimes it just happens. Anthony Edwards played 30 minutes, didn't get a single rebound. We know that he's inefficient, but hit 5 threes, 24 points, 3 steals. It looked okay. We know the efficiency is going to be rough. Okay, this game. Ricky Rubio, I think it's very trending very close to a drop. Only play 18 minutes. It's a blowout. He's still starting. D'Lo at some point is going to start. I think we all know that. He's the starting point guard on this team. It should be. D'Lo 15 points, 6 assists, and a steal. He's a must-roster guy. Although we don't know when he's going to be playing 30 minutes. It's been a week. Maybe they're just taking things slow. Maybe he won't just play over 30 minutes. That's also possible. But he's too good to be out there. Obviously, Jaden McDaniels, minutes continues to, it's a blowout. He got 25 minutes. Continues to be a must-roster guy just because he gives you those blocks. And fairly efficient, Josh Okogie, the man stars, it doesn't do anything. And Vanderbilt, our friend, put up a pretty good line, 10 points. 10 rebound and a steal in only just 19 minutes. The guy, we know if he played 30 minutes, he can give us, he's a huge rebound guy. He gets a lot of steals and blocks and efficient from the field. But the minutes is not there for him. Let's go to the next game. The Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Charlotte Hornets. Where's Larry Nance Jr.? We don't know. But at the same time, Kevin Love continues to play and continues to... interesting, he even played on a back-to-back. I don't know. But good to see him just playing. The Cavaliers, want to see. Yeah, they're basically out of it. They are, my bad. They're only 2 games from the Bulls. So basically, let me just scroll up a little bit. Yeah, from the 10th to 13th seed in the Eastern Conference, they are only within 2 games. So anybody can make it, even the Raptors and the Wizards. I thought they're going to be out of it, but it's a playing tournament. The 10th seed gets to play. If they win 2 games, they're in, which is interesting. But they still got a shot. I guess that's why Love is playing. 11 rebounds, 17, but they got an easy win over the Charlotte Hornets. Jared Allen came back, played 15, okay numbers, 1 block. As long as the guy gets 30 minutes, he should be a top 50, 60 guy, just because the blocks. Isaac Okoro actually started at the shooting guard because Colin Sexton is out. Had a 2 steal and block game. From a defensive standpoint, every once in a while he's going to give you some defensive stats. The minutes is high for the rookie all year. And Darius Garland had a great game as well. Great efficiency everywhere. Hit 3 threes, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, a steal, and a block even. Strong game from him. And I just wondering where Larry Nance Jr. is. He actually came back and played 19 minutes. Had 4 steals. Sure, if you want to pick him up, sure. He might be on some kind of minute restriction, but if Love is healthy, I don't know if you play 35 minutes. but he's for sure worth rostering. Torian Prince still getting the incredible minutes, 29 minutes, with the guys coming back. 25 points, obviously six threes is really, really good, but you won't do this every single game. For the Charlotte Hornets, they have so many injuries going on at this moment. So Terry Rozier obviously is a must-roster guy. He came back and played, had a huge night, 4 steals and a block, 8 assists, continues to be, he's fallen off quite a bit in the last month. Last time I checked, he was a 70th ranked. But after this game, he had 59th ranked. Main issue is he's only shooting 42% from the field and only 1.1 steals. He was averaging 1.3. Even though it's only 0.2 steals, it makes a difference that's like almost a 20% decrease from that one category, right? 42% is obviously not great, but very Terry Rozier like. He's never been a great efficient guy from the field throughout his career until this year. Demonte Graham, a must roster guy, 5 threes and 7 assists. He mainly give you a lot of assists and the threes. If he doesn't get the defensive stats, I don't know. I would hold on to him. I don't know if he's a must roster guy, but the minutes is really, really high, and he has a lot of usage, I suppose. Miles Bridges also had a great game, 20 points, 7 rebounds, and still in a block. Games like this, we look at Miles Bridges, we like him, and with everybody out, gotta stream him. Jalen McDaniels also, he gets plenty of defensive stats like his brother. 2 steals and a block here. I think you also gotta roster him. The guys are getting 30 minutes every night. The next game, the Brooklyn Nets losing to the Sixers. It's really unfortunate, I guess, for KD owners because KD was going to play on Monday and on Wednesday, but they moved the game to Tuesday, so the KD's going to miss the back-to-back. I'm surprised, actually, he missed it. I'm surprised he played on Tuesday's game because the NBA, they want the star players to, I don't know why he played against the Timberwolves but not play against the Sixers. What he should have done is take the Timberwolves game off, but play the Sixers. But I guess the Nets, they don't really care. They know they're gonna be top 2, and because losing to a Sixers team and losing the tiebreaker could be huge. That's the difference between the first seed and second seed in the Eastern Conference. But they can do whatever they want. Obviously, Kyrie with everybody out. Great, 37 points, 9 assists, 2 steals, block. We know this is what Kyrie can do, efficient everywhere. Landry Shamet got his 36 minutes. That is interesting. Had 1-3, 17 points, pretty good. DeAndre Jordan got his. Blake Griffin was out. LaMarcus Aldridge was out. Everybody was out from the Nets this game. DeAndre Jordan got his playing time, but he was getting 0 minutes with everybody healthy. But a huge game, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block. Jeff Green and Joe Harris, we know why they're not roster guys. They don't get that many defensive stats, and they don't get no assists. It's just the efficiency and some threes. Claxton got his 20 minutes, but the man has to play with all the new guys they just got. Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge. Otherwise, I feel like he could be free. If the Nets didn't get those 2 guys, he might be getting 25 minutes a night. For the Sixers, Danny Green, he's been a top 40 guy in the last month. I think he's still a hold. His value depends on how many defensive stats he's gonna get. Obviously, he shot the ball really well in the last month as well. Tobias Harris, great line, 26 points. Can't say enough about Tobias. So good. It's been so good all season. 19th ranked playing in the last month as well. So very consistent, 20 points. 6-7 rebound, and in the last month he's even getting 1.1 steals and a block. That's a lot, shooting 53%. If you got him, your main core guys are like Tobias Harris, Kawhi Leonard, your efficiency is gonna be so good. Joel Embiid, if he didn't get hurt, him and Jokic would be close, to be honest. But because he got hurt, I don't know, Jokic might over. Denver, they're struggling. They need to be. The one issue with Denver is they're not the first in the West Conference. That's a really hard thing to do. So Joel Embiid, I'm pretty sure if he were healthy, in terms of the level of stat he's putting up, no one can really match him, and his team is number 1 or number 2 in the Eastern Conference. For Harden, like you got Kyrie and KD, that's kind of hard. But Joel Embiid is clearly the best player on the team. 39 points, 2 blocks, 13 rebounds, great efficiency from the free throw line. Jesus Christ, and took 29 shots. I guess it was easy game against DeAndre Jordan. Ben Simmons, finally a great game. 17 points, 9 assists. That's more like it. 3 steals in the block. That's what we want to see. Matisse Thybulle had 2 blocks and nothing else. Continues to be a defensive streamer. Shake Milton got teased 25 minutes, but we know the guy doesn't really do much other than scoring. The next game, the Spurs. Wow, the Raptors are winning games. The Eastern Conference, the race for the 10th spot is getting intense. The Bulls are losing games left and right. The Raptors, the Wizards, they're all winning games. For the Spurs, the Rosen, so good, so consistent all year. 19 points, 11 assists. Look at that. And good efficiency. Kelton Johnson, not a must roster guy. I think I said this many times. Jakob Poeltl is a must roster guy. Had 10 rebounds. 6 of them is offensive. And 2 blocks. And very weirdly, 2 for 8 from the field. I don't know who is stopping him. On the Raptors side, is it Chris Boucher? Demonte Graham, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals is good enough. The efficiency is a bit rough. And Derek White actually started at the point guard position. I don't know if that means anything in the order. But great game. 25 points, 6 threes. Finally, well, he still only shot 44% from the field. No defensive this game at 5 assists. Derek White is a must roster. We know that. It's just we understand the stats doesn't look sexy every single game, but he's a guy that can do it all in fantasy. So you gotta roster him. A must roster guy. Patty Mills, interestingly, played 30 minutes. That's high. Hit 5 threes. For the Raptors, wow. They're switching things up. Chris Boucher started at the small forward. I think Ken Burch might be a pickup. If he's not on the one where we're at. Raptors, playing for the Raptors, I think you just get a lot of defensive stats. And playing within a good team, you're going to get some easy buckets. Ken Burch is a pretty efficient guy overall. He started at the center. They just picked him up, actually. So that is really interesting. Could have put up a pretty good line. So I will be, if he's out on the waiver, I will be taking a flyer on him. But I believe the Raptors have a 2-game week coming up. So you probably need to drop him anyways next week. So, yeah. Siakam, 20 points, 2 steals in the block, 6 assists, 11 rebounds, great. Continues to put up the stats, although the efficiency has been low. I always thought of Siakam as someone who's pretty efficient, takes a lot of shots around the rim, but that hasn't been the case this season. Chris Boucher, great. The 33 minutes, great, and started at the small forward. One game he's just versatile. I don't know. One game starts at the center, one game starts at... Okay. And this game, both guards are out. Fred VanVleet is going to be back. We don't know if Kyle Lowry is going to be back next game, but Fred VanVleet is going to be back. I think that should only impact Malachi Flynn. Maybe Chris Boucher, they're switching things up, but he still should get good minutes. But if he's not playing at the center, I don't know. That should impact his block a little bit, theoretically, because he's not going to be in the paint. If you match up with a lot of small forward in the NBA today, a lot of those guys are standing in the corner, waiting for catch and shoot. If they play the Phoenix Suns, for example, Jay Crowder is a guy that's going to be on the 3-point line, so you won't get that many block opportunities. So that's one worrying trend. But he still grabbed 12 rebounds this game, so I don't know. Maybe he will. OG, great, 22 points, great efficiency everywhere, 2 steals. And Malachi Flynn, I think his time is about to be over. Once Fred VanVleet come back, he should still get 25 minutes. They should find time for him, but not so great from the field. But 7 assists, 2 steals, continues to put up great lines whenever he gets minutes. And then Fred VanVleet served the league suspension this game, so he should be back next game. The next game is the Clip. They got the win over the Detroit Pistons. That is really worth it. Resting Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, and they still got the win. But Kawhi has been out for a couple games. I don't know what's going on with him. But Paul George should be back. It's just rest back to back. Terrence Mann, 9 points, 4 rebound. Pretty disappointing. Zubac is a must roster guy. With all the stars out this game, he went off 18 points, 13 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. But he's a must roster guy with guys healthy. Been getting 30 minutes, 25 minutes. He has he even has some streaming values on playing only 18 minutes because he grab a lot of rebounding. Very, very efficient. As we can see here, 6 for 7 from the free throw line. Luke Kennard with everybody out, grabbed 10 rebounds and 17 points. Also pretty good, but the efficiency is rough. Reggie Jackson, I guess, mainly the guy that led them to win 29 points, 6 rebounds and nothing else, took 24 shots. It's just one game. But we know, if guys going to be out, especially both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George there are a lot of guys on this team you can stream. Batum had a 5 block games last week. Had a steal and a block here. Still okay. I don't hate it if you stream it. Cousins got his 15 minutes. Almost forgot about him. I think it was a 10-day contract with the Clippers. For Detroit Pistons, Sadiq Bey, I said he wasn't a must roster guy, but lately he's been getting a lot of steals. A lot of defensive stats. In this game, hit 4 threes. Again, great efficiency. So I don't hate it to pick him up. I just don't know how many games they have next week because they just had a 5-game week last week. Jeremy Grant, great. He's almost a forgotten man after the hot season start. In the last month, his ranking is going to be pretty bad, I imagine. Yeah, 141st ranked player. He's still shooting 81% on 6 attempts. That's still okay for Jeremy. But he was shooting 88% in the beginning of the season, right? The 1.2 blocks is good. This is what he can do. He wasn't blocking a lot of shots. 42% field goal is pretty bad. For a guy that's his size, only shooting 42%. And also have a decent amount of turnovers. But he's still great, I think. Overall, Mason Plumlee continues to start and continues to get minutes. Although basically at this point, him and Isaiah Stewart, they basically split in minutes. In 20 minutes, he still put up a great line, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Even when he was on Denver playing for Denver Nuggets, he was the energy guy. I remember that one year, he's like a David West playing for the Warriors, played 13 minutes a night, but getting a steal and a block and 6-7 rebounds. Just 100% usage in those 10 minutes on the court. So you can still stream him as long as he's playing. He put up a good line. And then we look at the guard rotation. Josh Jackson, Corey Joseph. Diallo is not really a guard, but he's another guy that gets 18 to 20 minutes. Killian Hayes, Wayne Ellington, Frank Jackson. Those guys, none of them is a must roster, I think. You missed the window to stream them when they have a 5-game week last week. Now everybody is really, really average. Isaiah Stewart had a great game, 8 rebounds, 7 block. You could stream him, but I wouldn't. As we can see, he's still a rookie, pretty inconsistent. This game against the Clippers, he had an okay game, but sometimes he doesn't really do anything. So he's not a must roster guy. And the minutes is inconsistent. Whenever Mason Plumlee is still playing. The next game, what a shame. Bulls lost to the Magic. Okiki, 1 steal and 3 blocks, 9 points. That's pretty good. I think you can roster him. I don't hate it. Wendell Carter Jr. just absolutely went off. I think Wendell Carter Jr. needs to be picked next year, pretty early, I think. I think he definitely has the top 50, 60 upside. 19 points, 12 rebounds. He can do it all. 2 steals in the block. Good efficiency from the field, not so much from the free throw line. James Ennis played 30 minutes. They continue to give those guys huge minutes. Gary Harris is interesting. Although, after his only great year a couple years ago with Denver, right? That year, I think he got a lot of defensive stats, and he was really, really efficient. Let's see if he can do it on the Magic. I highly doubt it. But if he plays 30-plus minutes every night, I don't hate the idea of just pick him up and see what happens. Michael Carter-Williams played 27, filled up the stat sheet, stealing a block, 8 rebound. They continue to start Michael Carter-Williams, but not Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony should be getting majority of the minutes. I don't know why they still starting Michael Carter-Williams, playing him 28 minutes. I don't know why. So, Cole Anthony wasn't giving us great value anyways, so I don't think he's a must roster. You could stream him for sure. Terence Ross played 32 minutes and took 13 shots. Look at that. 11 points and nothing else. 2 steals is good. I think if you got him, hold him. but he's not giving you much at this point. For the Bulls, Patrick Williams, 3 steals. That's it. That's great. That's a great line. And Thaddeus Young continues to start. Is it time to drop Thaddeus Young? I don't think so. He has 0 fouls and only played 14 minutes. But in those 14 minutes, he was a -8. So, and the new guy they got, Daniel Theis, has been playing well. So he got 27 minutes. Who would have thought that, right? Just like a month ago, we thought Lauri Markkanen coming back and eating into Thaddeus Young's minutes, but no. It's the new guy they picked up, Daniel Theis. Daniel Theis played really well, to give him credit. Was a -4, but 16 points, 6 rebounds, a student block. If he can get 27, 28 minutes a night on this Bulls team, which I don't think he will, he and Thaddeus Young gonna eat into each other's minutes a little bit. Vucevic, great, 29 points and still 2 blocks. What else can you say about Vucevic? Healthy all season and putting up great line. Even on a new team right away, he's just putting in basically identical stats. And Zach LaVine also great. 30 points. Good to see him getting that 1 steal and 2 blocks. 7 assists. Did everything this game, but they just couldn't get the win. And he was a +9 in his 38 minutes. So I wonder what happened. The 9 minutes that he rested, what happened on the court? Maybe Satoransky was really bad. He still played 30 minutes. 6 assists, a block. Putting up low-end values, like top 100 values. If he played 30 minutes every night, I think he's a must-roster guy. But I guess it's Kobe White. Played 12 minutes and was a -14. Yeah, drop Kobe White for sure. Satoransky, a hold. And Lauri Markkanen also dropped. Right? Gotta drop those 2 guys. I know it's hard, but you gotta drop them. Both guys very similar actually. Inefficient, don't get any defensive stats. Right? Kobe White gets some assists while Lauri Markkanen gets some rebound. But thought they're gonna break out this season. That has not been the case. And I think for next year, like they got Vucevic and Zach LaVine locked in. Anybody's just gonna play third fiddle at least. Not so great. When you're the third fiddle or you're not the top 3 options on the team and you don't get any defensive stats and you're inefficient, it's hard to get drafted high in fantasy at least, I think. The next game is the New York Knicks. New York Knicks been playing great. Randall. County said looked great again. 32 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Great efficiency from the free throw line. Continues to play every single game and play great. Taj Gibson. Nerlens Noel was out this game. So Taj Gibson, you could stream Taj Gibson if you want. 35 points if Nerlens Noel continues to be out. Tom Thibodeau love this guy. 35 minutes, 10 rebounds, 2 assists and 2 blocks. Okay, pretty good. RJ did not have the best game, but still give us 2 steals and a block. Like I said, he's not a must roster guy. But in points leagues, he's obviously a lot better. But in category leagues, he's not a must roster guy. Elfrid Payton played 20 minutes while Derrick Rose actually played 25. That's good. Had 2 steals and block, 1 3, 11 points. Okay game from Derrick. Alec Burks and Emmanuel Quigley. Just now those guys are getting enough minutes, so I don't think any of them is a must roster. All the 4 Knicks point guards. For the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram struggled from the field, but still got 28. 7 assists is good. A steal. 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Ingram has been a pretty good free throw shooter. Pretty reliable free throw shooter all season. The last month, his ranking is a little bit down. Ranked 63rd. But 88% free throw on 6.2 attempts is great. Steven Adams can stream him for rebound. I think we know that. And Eric Bledsoe, I think it's... Even this game, without everybody out, he's getting 27. I think he's a drop. You could stream him, but don't hold on to him. The production is really. James Johnson got 28 minutes. Give us the defensive stats of stealing a block. Ever since he got to the Pelicans, obviously there were some injuries like Zion and Brandon Ingram were both out. But like this game, Lonzo Ball was out. So if he gets 27 minutes, I don't hate the idea for streaming him. Because the defensive stats he gave is really juicy. The next game, the Indiana Pacers beating the Houston Rockets. Oh boy, Pacers, Justin Holiday. I thought he was done, but this game played 38 minutes. We know there's some injuries, like Miles Turner is out. but he's still playing heavy minutes. 2 steals and 2 blocks. You could definitely stream him. You just don't find that many guys can give you steals and threes out there on the waiver wire. So you could definitely stream him. Sabonis, great counting stats, great efficiency, 22 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Caris LeVert keep rolling. 27 points, 6 turnovers is bad, but efficiency-wise it looked great. Had 4 threes, and only had 1 assist. So the assists on the Pacers, there's no one clear guy that's just going to give the assists every single game. I remember last game, Caris LeVert had 6 assists and Malcolm Brogdon had like none. This game, Brogdon had it going, 9 assists, 14 rebounds. Wow. How did Malcolm Brogdon got 7 offensive rebounds? He must just got really lucky yesterday. 23 points, really good, but continue no defensive stats. 0 steals. Right? In the beginning of the season, averaging 1.7. Nope. Last month, like 20 points, 21 points, that's okay. Right? Maybe he can average a little bit more, but 21 points is okay. 20.5. 3.3 threes, this is what he does. 6 assists, sure, this is what he does. 6 rebounds. 5.4 assists is a bit low. Right? But mainly it's because the 0.5 steals. Also, he didn't shoot that well from the free throw line. But if he's gonna average 0.5 steal, he won't be a top 40 guy. Like it was more like maybe top 50 guy. Like the counting stat looked really good, and efficiency wise, he's also great. It just if you're gonna average 0.5 steals, that's hard. TJ McConnell, great game. Only played 21 minutes, but that's why you hold him, especially if you're punting points and threes. He's really, really good. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. And guy gets a lot of blocks as a point guard and efficient from the field. Jeremy Lamb actually played 30 minutes with Miles Turner out, but I wouldn't trust it. Obviously a great game. 2 steals, 3 blocks, 4 threes. But unless he plays 30 minutes consistently, I wouldn't go and grab him. For the Rockets, no surprise they lost. Kelly Olynyk might be the best fantasy guy on this team. Although Christian Wood is pretty close. But the problem with Christian Wood this season is his free throw is so bad. Like, if you punting free throws, Christian Wood is great, like, at least top 20. I thought Christian Wood is going to be like 75 plus free throw shooter. But that hasn't been the case this season. This game, like, he can easily average 20-10 next season. But you just have to reset your expectations. Knowing he could shoot 65% from free throw on high volume. That really, really hurts his fantasy appeal. And he can also hit threes, right? 1 steal, 3 blocks. But Kelly Olynyk is basically putting up the identical stats. Kelly Olynyk may not get as many blocks as Christian Wood, but he gets more steals. He probably gets more assists. Great. Kelly Olynyk is a must roster guy. He could realistically put up top 25 value and help you win the league if you have this guy. Seriously. Playing really, really well. The minutes, 38 minutes. And nobody can stop him now. They're playing him and Christian Wood together. Coach figured it out. Jason Tate, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals is good. Played 35 minutes. So you could stream him for sure or roster him. Kevin Porter Jr., the huge minutes. Playing alongside John Wall. His assist number is going to take a dip, but, looked okay. The turnover is still a bit high and inefficient. John Wall is still playing. I don't know why. He took 28 shots. 31. The stats look really good, to be honest, whenever John Wall is playing. But he's going to miss the next 2 games. So it's hard. It's super hard. Like, he plays every 3 games. He played 1 game out of 3. So, frustrating situation. In the playoffs, he's a guy, if you miss games, he's a guy that you got to drop and move on. Oh my god, so many games yesterday. Okay, 4 more games. Let's get into it. The Warriors, this game wasn't close. Curry in 29 minutes, 70%. Also Curry, because his team is doing so bad. If the Warriors are top 3 team, he's also for sure in the MVP conversation. He might be having a statistically, I don't know him or like 2016 or now, like it's very close. Maybe this year is even better because he had a 60-point game, a 53-point game. Now today he dropped 42. Really, really good. Hit 11 threes. Oh my god. Maybe the Kelly Olynyk is out of the way. Sorry, Kelly Oubre Jr. and with James Wiseman out of the way. The Warriors is just better. The past two, it's a very small sample size, I know. But the past 2 games, they play really well, especially Curry. Kent Bazemore, if you play 25 minutes, you want to stream him for some defensive stats. Had 2 steals here. Kevon Looney also, if the guy played 20-25, at least he needs to be streamed. Draymond Green, wow, what a line. What a game from Draymond. We know whenever Curry plays well, Draymond is going to put a great line, especially the assist department. He had 16 assists. I wonder how many of these went to Curry. 10 rebounds. And, if Curry had it going and Draymond is running the offense, it opens up things for everybody. A lot of guys might be getting easy buckets that assisted by Draymond. So 16 assists is great, 10 rebounds is great, 3 steals, 2 blocks, and even score 12 points. If you're punting points, Draymond is great. Draymond is really, really good. Andrew Wiggins, 16 points, a steal. Didn't really have a good game. But he's pretty consistent, getting those 16, 17 points every single game. And for the OKC, well, they did play OKC this game, so Darius Bazley needs to be picked up. Had 8 rebounds. Since he coming back from an injury, he's been playing pretty well. I think Isaiah Roby, I think Moses Brown, these guys need to be rostered, I think. Isaiah Roby, he gets some defensive stats, but this game didn't really get much. And Moses Brown, 12 rebounds. 7 of them is offensive. 2 steals and 2 blocks. He's very up and down, but I think, especially if you need some big man stat. We know he give you 0 assists. If you're punting assists, sure. If you're punting assists and threes, he's a must roster guy. Theo Maledon, 11 points. Okay numbers, despite getting 30 plus minutes every single night. Let's go to the next game. Yes, this game was wild. Doncic hit a crazy shot to win the game. 29 points, 2 steals in the block, really, really good, but 6 for 9 from the free throw line. Luka, this is gonna be an issue with Luka. I don't know if he'll ever fix it. We'll see. Really, really good game. Porzingis, 21 points. Pretty empty line for Porzingis this game. No blocks. Well, if he doesn't get the 2 blocks, his value takes a huge hit, obviously. Maxi Kleber been getting 35 plus minutes. Had a block, didn't really do anything. Same thing with Dorian Finney-Smith. Same thing with Josh Richardson. Now those guys are must roster guys. You could stream off them. Sure, Jalen Brunson, Tim Hardaway Jr., all those guys can be streamed. For the Grizzlies, Dylan Brooks, 4 assists. That's high for him. Bad efficiency, that's no surprise. And a block, 15 points. Kyle Anderson continues to get the defensive stats, man. The minutes is low for him this game. It might be in some kind of foul trouble, three fouls. But I think he's still a hold it until JJ comes back. Valanciunas keep it rolling, 15 rebounds. No defensive stats, no blocks especially. For a big dude that played 33 minutes. But he's still a hold. Not a hold. Sorry, he's been a top 20 guy in the last month. Really, really strong. Grayson Allen, minutes is high. Coach Jenkins is switching things up. He's playing the starters, high minutes, but other than Kyle Anderson. But playing Grayson Allen high minutes especially. Ja Morant, 5 assists, 17 points. Just really mediocre numbers in fantasy. Really, really disappointing. I think Ja Morant for next season, if we're already thinking about it, you should not draft this guy in the top 60s, I think. This is just my opinion. Best case scenario, he averaged like 23, 24 points and 7, 8 assists. But he won't start making a lot of threes. He won't be getting a lot of defensive stats. I mean, that could change, but I just don't see it. He doesn't get to the line that much. Hard to be a good fantasy guy. Hard to be a top 50 guy with this fantasy game. The next game, Miami Heat lost again to Denver Nuggets. Jimmy Butler was questionable play. Damn, Jimmy Butler just getting some crazy steal numbers. He might be he's leading the NBA in steals, I'm pretty sure. Had 3 steals, 9 assists, great efficiency everywhere. Trevor Ariza, 3 threes and a steal. Not a must roster guy, we know that. Duncan Robinson, not a must roster guy. Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn also had a great game, shooting the ball wide. But the guys I just mentioned, you should stream all of them. You should roster them. Bam, the defensive stats is back, and also the great free throw is also there. Had 21 points, 2 steals, and 2 block. Great game. Great stuff. For the Nuggets, yes, the news came out that Jamal Murray is out for season. That's really, really bad. Torn his ACL. It's a big hit for Denver Nuggets. Without Jamal Murray, like how deep can they really go into the playoffs? I know they got Monty Morris and this guy Campazzo, but they're not Jamal Murray, right? Jamal Murray's fantasy game may not be the best, but in real life, he's really, really good. So with him out, I think Michael Porter Jr. is the second best player on the team. He's got to take more shots. He did that here, continues to be crazy efficient. 3 threes, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks. He's a top 30 guy pretty comfortably, I think, rest of the season, maybe 25, depending on how many defensive stats he get. Aaron Gordon finally a great shooting night, took 11 shots also. I think he's a hold. Ever got into the Denver Nuggets, his efficiency has greatly improved, getting all those easy shots. Although he didn't really score much in the last 2 games, but I think he's a hold. For Jokic, 17 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds, and still 2 blocks. Continues to be the number one guy in fantasy. And bonus point is he doesn't get hurt ever. Will Barton, 2 for 8, really bad, 2 threes. I think he's still a hold with the news that Jamal Murray, and he was in foul trouble, that Jamal Murray is out for season. Right? He has to be a hold. And I wouldn't hate to pick up Monty Morris, and I would stream Campazzo. Jamal Murray played 35 minutes, so those minutes need to be soaked up by somebody. So you can grab them. And the last game of the night, the Wizards, another bad Eastern Conference team. They are still in the playoff hunt. They just need to get to the 10th spot. Good thing Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. Well, Russell Westbrook being healthy. And then I don't know what else to say about Russell Westbrook. If he punting turnovers and free throws, he's for sure a top 20 guy. Let me just check real quick. In the last month, I'm just only gonna look at the last month. Sorry. In the last month, let's say you punting turnovers and you punting free throw. Yeah, not top 15. He's the second ranked player behind Curry, who is averaging 37 points and 6 threes. Right, Curry had a great last month. But Russell Westbrook, if you're punting turnovers and you're punting free throw, he's the number 2 guy. And a lot of people probably view him in fantasy as a guy that you don't want him for peanuts. You don't even want him on your roster. But in the right build, he can help you win the league for sure. In the last month, averaging 23 points, sure, 1.3 threes, sure. You don't want him to take that many threes. That hurts his efficiency. 13.7 rebound, 12.4 assist. He's going for average triple-double again this season for sure. He's trying to do that. 1.4 steals, yes. I mean, this season, like in the past, he's a 1.7, 1.8, like a 2 steals guy. This season, it's been a bad season for him in terms of getting the steals, right? So really, really good for Russell Westbrook. Bradley Beal came back and healthy, 31 points, 9 for 9 from the free throw line. Great. As long as he's healthy, he's gonna score a bunch of points. Alex Len, Daniel Gafford, Robin Lopez, they are splitting, 3-way split for the center spot. And we knew Daniel Gafford is the best guy. 2 steals and a block in just 15 minutes. You could even stream him if you want. Really, if they have a back-to-back, you want rebound, steals, and blocks, sure. Like, stream him. Rui Hachimura, 12 points, 2 steals. The value is not great, But the fact that he played 35 minutes, I like it. I like him playing 35 minutes. It's just hard getting much value out of him. Davis Bertans, because he give you some points, give you some rebound, but he's not that one category guy like a Davis Bertans. Like you could stream him because you want some threes. He give you 4 threes here. He's consistent and give you 3-4 threes. Danny Advia, getting the minutes, didn't really do anything. A steal and block looks nice. For the Kings, De'Aaron Fox, another great game. Great efficiency everywhere from the free throw line, especially had 6 steals. And Tyrese Halliburton had 6 steals. And they still lost to the Wizards. Well, you gotta thank Russell Westbrook. If you got Tyrese Halliburton, you got De'Aaron Fox. You gotta thank Russell Westbrook. He's probably throwing away a lot of balls. I thought it's 6 assists, but 6 steals. Wow, great game from De'Aaron Fox. Same thing with Tyrese Halliburton, 6 assists and 6 steals. The efficiency is rough. He's been struggling quite a bit, but he's still a holding. I wouldn't drop him. He's getting close to 30 minutes. Buddy Hield was questionable coming in, played 35 minutes, great, 19 points, a steal, 2 blocks, 4 threes. Guy is very consistent, getting 3 4 threes every single game. Harrison Barnes did not have the best game, but he's still a hold. I think that's it for all the games. One interesting thing to see is with what's his name, Rashawn Holmes out. Whiteside did not start, but he played 23 minutes. That's sneaky value right there. If Whiteside played 23, we know he may not be a good basketball player in real life, but in fantasy he's such a beast. He is a beast. In 23 minutes, 9 rebounds, 7 and 4 blocks, I would go grab him. If Rashawn Holmes continues to miss games, for sure. If I got Rashawn Holmes, I would grab Whiteside. That's it for all the games. I'll see you guys later.